big step. Good morning, friends and families. The famous poet Khalil Gibran once said, "Yesterday is but today's memory, tomorrow is today's dream." This is our 6th grade promotion, and us 6th graders are moving on to middle school. Whether we began here at Lake Mathews Elementary or not, we all started somewhere. We all have our memories of yesterday and our dreams for tomorrow. If you look out in the crowd, you can see how many friends we have made and are here with us today, as well as our families have come to see us 6th graders promote. It is amazing that all of us 6th graders have made it this far, but it wasn't just us. Most of it was because of our wonderful teachers. Without the teachers, there's no way I could be here today. Not only were our teachers a big help, our friends have been too. Friends can be great people to hang out with or to give you a hand. Let's face it though, our parents help just as much as everyone else. Our parents have been there to help us with homework. Our parents have been there to guide us through our lives. Our parents have always been there for us. So without our parents, friends, and teachers, we wouldn't be here today. My first memory was back in kindergarten. My teacher was Mrs. Hanson. I can remember walking into her kindergarten classroom. It felt like my first time riding a roller coaster. We can all remember that feeling. Butterflies in your stomach, having no idea what to expect. But once it was over, it was a breeze, and you gained confidence to go again. Mrs. Hanson did that to us. She took the tough job of teaching us crazy kindergartners. She taught us how to add, subtract, how to read and write. I remember always waiting to go to recess and play with my friends. We'd play in the secluded kindergarten section. At one point, we decided to play hockey, without hockey sticks or pucks. We used our imagination. I don't remember how it ended up working, but it did. And we had fun. And then my journey continued, making more memories and living up to my dreams of tomorrow. After kindergarten, we moved on to 1st grade. 1st grade was a great year for me. I found my love for reading. My teacher was Mrs. Wilson. She was the one who got me into reading. Mrs. Wilson encouraged me to read all the time, and I haven't stopped since. Ask my mom. I don't know who gets in trouble for reading, but I do. But if it wasn't for Mrs. Wilson, I might not like reading the same as I do today, and I love to read. Each new year we feel the same feeling. Who will be my teacher? Which friends are in my class? Will I make new friends? 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade, I could say I fully enjoyed. Mrs. Torres joined the school in my 2nd grade year and made taking the CSD for the first time a breeze. She did a wonderful job teaching us. My 3rd grade teacher was Mrs. Chesky. Mrs. Chesky just knew how to make learning fun. For example, in history, we were learning about the Oregon Trail. Mrs. Chesky found a video game-like teaching tool that made us feel like we were playing a video game at school, but we were really learning. She got us good. It really taught us about the Oregon Trail. Mrs. Chesky found other games like that too. She made it fun to learn. Who would have thought? You remember the feeling you get in the pit of your stomach before you go on a scary roller coaster? Well, I got the feeling for real in the 4th grade. Unfortunately, it was more than just a feeling. It was my appendix and I had to go to the emergency room and have surgery. The whole time I was in the hospital and recovering, all I wanted was to be back in school, taking tests and doing homework. That should tell you right there how much pain I was in. Despite all that, I still had a great year with my awesome teacher, Mrs. Beamer, and great friends who supported me through my recovery. Just a year ago was 5th grade. That was a year to remember. Now in 5th grade, I can't think of anything that went wrong. My teacher was wonderful. My classmates are great too. Almost all of my friends were in my class. I think I would say poor Mrs. Damasceno. We drove her crazy with our constant socializing. She would try to split us up, but it was almost impossible to put us in a spot where another friend wasn't right there. We really tried to stop the talking, but couldn't help ourselves. For me, my most memorable thing about 5th grade was student leadership. We held the annual toy drive, we picked all the spirit days, and we did a recycling drive. 5th grade was an overall fun and productive year for me. Now, we are here as 6th graders. A big year for us all. We began with not being able to wait to finish and promote to not wanting to leave. But we are here. Are we ready? I say yes. We have our dreams for tomorrow, all in our minds, and it was all our teachers, friends, and families that helped us get to this point. Our 6th grade teachers had a tough job. They had to not only teach us, but to prepare us for middle school. To me, 6th grade was the hardest year. Our teachers had to adapt to the change of standards, and so did we. There was a lot to learn, but there was a lot of fun along the way. I would say my greatest memory was going to 6th grade camp. Do you guys remember that? That was a blast, and it was great to be the first 6th grade class to do it. To Mrs. Schulte and Mrs. Thompson, you have made 6th grade so great for me. 6th grade was very enjoyable. A little difficult, but I couldn't have asked for better teachers to teach it to us. So now, here we are, at 6th grade promotion. Us 6th graders ready to become 7th graders. We all have our own stories that make us who we are today. To all the teachers and staff here at Lake Mathews, thank you in believing in all of us. Thank you for molding our minds into smart, kind, curious, thoughtful, helpful, entertaining, creative, and amazing children. The years here have prepared us. We are ready for our next big step. Tomorrow, are you ready for us? Are each of you ready for tomorrow? I know I am. Let us hold on to our memories and begin our new dreams. Congratulations, 6th graders of Lake Mathews Elementary. We did it.
All right, T.
Lauren.